This week on Sailing with the Jameses, we are ripping apart our saloon cushions, redoing our window shades, and we have a new toy to play with. Hi, we're the James family.
Are you sick of your day-to-day life? Ever thought about doing something different?
Well, we did just that.
We bought an unfinished aluminium catamaran and we're fixing her up as we sail around the world.
Come along for the journey and click subscribe.
Daddy? Mommy? Charlie? James.
So today we're going to be redoing our cushions on the inside. So we've lived on the boat now for about 8 months, and the cushions are original from 2004, and we've just noticed that as we sit down on the couches, you sort of hit the bottom there. They're not too thick. So what we've done is these ones up here, now where it's blank, there was a big mattress up here as well. It's now outside. This one out here. So the day beds up here we haven't used at all. We thought we would. We've just mainly been using this area for storage, like bags. When we come right in the front door, we've just been putting them here off the ground, and then not really using the day bed. So we are repurposing the foam from up here and doubling up on the couches. And then we went to Spotlight the other day, the fabric store, and we got some sample fabrics, and we've decided to go with the silver. And the lady at the store was really helpful and said if we wanted to get any of our samples, that in a few days time they'll be going on sale. So we'll be going back to Spotlight in a few days and getting all the material when it goes on sale and redoing all the cushions. So the cushions material themselves, they weren't bad at all. They're just really old and dirty, and they're to fit the original foam. So now we're going to double it up. So we're taking all the zippers off and repurposing the zippers and the backs. Going to get rid of the old material and get new material. And that's our project.
Yeah, so it sort of made things a bit faster. We were going to take our time and do a bit more planning, but as the material's on special, well, it's kind of been thrown straight into it. So we've got some PVA glue, and we're going to try and glue the mattresses together. We experimented with this corner here, and it seems to have worked quite well. So we'll glue them together to try and make it one composite unit. Over on the other side there, we've been cutting it out, and we've found that our hot knife is the best thing for cutting mattresses. So we've tried a Stanley knife. I went on the internet and they said to use a bread knife, but we've found that our hot knife definitely seems to slice it the best. And then with whatever leftover mattresses we have, we're now planning to do outside, because we're going to get a sewing machine. So we've got quite a few projects on the go. We're going to be doing that, and then also putting more shade up around the boat. At the moment our shade on the windows is black, and we're going to change it to white, just so it reflects a bit more of the heat. And yeah, we're going to sew white over the existing ones. And yeah, we'll show you how it goes. Me and Kate both haven't really done much sewing, so yeah, we'll tell you what we learned.
And with this project, we are completely turning our saloon and back deck area upside down. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys up forward and show you what we're doing up here. So we're just going to go underneath the shade sails. So We are at the front of the boat, and these are our front windows. We ordered some shade mesh. We're just trialing it out and seeing how it looks. We're trying to go with more white. We're finding that the black, the original color is black, and we also have black on the ones down below, and the black is just attracting the sun a lot. So we're trying to go as white a color scheme as possible. So we've ordered shade mesh. We've put it on to the front screens like this with clips, just to see how they look and to see how we can see through the front windows with an extra layer on, so we can still see through, which is awesome. And this is the other window as well. So that's what's going on with the front window. So we're gonna get this all cut and ready to sew on. And basically, we're just gonna sew the shade sail onto our original So this is the original one, and we're just gonna fold it over. Losing clips left, right, and center. We're just gonna fold it over and sew it on, just create another barrier. And the way that these attach are just like this. There we go. Let's see. There's also, we have some guests on board while we've been in the marina. So I'll show you guys our little guests. And they are, hopefully I don't get swooned, they're right here. So right after Cyclone Jasper, we found the nest with 3 eggs in it, and we've just been watching them. We haven't moved it or touched the baby ones, but we've got 3 little birds. After they grow up, we'll get rid of the nest and properly do that up so they can't make another nest. Aww. And then we're gonna go to the front of the boat.
What's happening?
We're gonna go to the front. Okay, and we'll make our way forward. One of the things that we've been also doing is we tried to go cheap and it didn't quite work out. We had black mesh to put on the hatches and the windows left over from the previous owners, and we trialed it out on the back hatch and it worked brilliantly. So then we went online and tried to find cheap as possible. We found some stuff. I ordered it in white, but it hasn't actually come out as mesh. It's like a plasticky film, and it's now starting to bubble. So it's only been on here for about 4 days. We squeegeed it on. It was nice and flat, and now it's starting to bubble like this. So this is all, yeah, it's not looking the best. So this was a bit of a fail. We tried to go cheap and tried to find price out the cheapest instead of going to the local super cheap store, and the stuff that arrived is not the greatest quality. So I think we're gonna look at a different option for the windows here. But as we move to the back, we've got a bit of stuff going on. So Sam is cutting out the last piece for the couch.
Doing some expert measuring here and using all the right tools. It's an old broomstick handle to keep it nice and straight. This is just the final triangle to go on the bottom there. So once I've done this, we've got some PVA glue. We'll stick them all together so they're all dry for when we get the fabric.
Yeah. And then over here, what we just passed, that's a spare mattress that has just come out of the starboard, one of the guest bedrooms, the forward bedroom. And it's a spare mattress because that room is storage. And what we're gonna do, the mattress is in good condition and it's foam. And we're gonna be building a skipper's chair here where Sam is, where the wheel is. We don't have a seat at the moment, so the plan is to build a chair, and then we're gonna cut the foam for the skipper's chair. And then once we have the foam all cut, we're gonna bring the rest up to the bins. That's the plan for this area. And if you guys want to come inside with me, we'll show you how we're progressing with the couch. So the cushions are all off and they're all cut and they're up here. So this is the back. This is the couch without any cushions on it, and this is all storage underneath the windows. This is the foam. So this is what was originally on the seat, and we are making it too. So we've taken PVC glue and glued them together. So this is what's gonna go, this will make one cushion here. And Sam's just measuring out that last piece.
Yep.
So we're getting all the foam ready to go. The sale for the upholstery material is on sale now. So in the next couple days we'll be going over to Spotlight, getting the material, and we have everything now ready to go to start sewing the new cushions. And we have a new toy on board. So we got a sewing machine. We got really lucky. We found a lady on Marketplace who was moving, and we picked up the sewing machine for 100 Aussie dollars. And then it's also come with these things over here, like extra thread, a whole thing of like extra material, and then she's got her little sewing kit that she's included. So it's got extra needles, bobbins, spools, it's got everything. So we got really, really lucky, and the lady was absolutely so lovely. So today we're going to be cutting off the excess off that other window that had the white excess bit there. I'm going to use that excess bit and just have a play around with the machine and folding over and seeing what the machine can do before we start working on the front ones. And that's the plan.
Up to here, my dear.
So we are pinning the new shade sail to the existing cloth on the windows. So the challenge with this is that our windows are not perfectly square. They've got a bit of a shape to them, a bit of a curve. So we want to make the most of our shade cloth to go as far as possible with the use of it. So this is cut just a little bit bigger. So right now we are pinning it to the cloth to make sure that when we sew it, it is we're not going crooked. But yeah, it's got a bit of a shape, so we're just bending it around at the moment, and we're trying to make sure that when we pin this side, we also need to make sure that we've got enough material to come down here The sewing machine won't go anywhere past here. This is all doubled up, and this is like a hard pressed plastic. So the only area the sewing machine can get through is along here. So we need to make sure that there's enough material to come in far enough to sew it here, and enough material to bend around and have on this side. Bit of a challenge. So if you guys come to the front of the boat with me, we have finished the front window shades. We're just stuck underneath all this. And here they are. So they came out really, really nice. So the black that you see on the side here is actually the aluminium. We've got paint on board to paint all this. So all this will be white, and white around the windows over here as well. And the other one came out nice as well. So that this is the final product, and we're super, super happy with it. Bit of a learning curve with sewing. It's been really fun to sew and getting to learn everything. The biggest thing that we learned was because the underneath one is plastic, we didn't take into consideration what the needle could go through. So the first 2 inches, like from the edge, is like doubled up plastic from the original shade for the window. So the needle couldn't actually go through that. So when we measured out and cut it and then started to put it through the machine, we started to learn that we actually needed to go further into the material so that the needle could penetrate it. So that's what we learned from this. Oh, you got chocolate all over your hands. And our little monster. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Have you been eating chocolate? She's gonna be camera shy. But yeah, we've learned a lot, and now we're gonna get going on the interior. Join us next week as we break things, fix things, and sew up the inside upholstery for cheaper than 2 cartons of beer. Thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying our videos and would like to help support us making videos and content, consider becoming a Patreon. The link is in the description below. And don't forget to click those like and subscribe buttons, and we will see you all next week.